Hi there, and welcome to another creative artist collaboration on YouTube. This month our theme is the color of the year, and actually there are two colors this year by Pantone. They are Rose Quartz and Serenity. They're like a light pink and a light blue, and that is what I tried to find in my collection of acrylic craft paints. First I started with some white on this canvas page of the Linnie Blooms canvas art journal. I could have used gesso, but I just went and used some paint that was drying up. Now I'm using a small gel press plate to do some gel printing. Gel Press are the original makers of the gel press, and another brand that you may know as the jelly print. So I'm playing a lot here, trying to make a fun background on this page with the gel press and acrylic paints. So I'm adding some die cuts, and now I'm adding some paint from the acrylic paint bottles. And as you can see, I'm having trouble with the paint because it's drying up. It's a little old, but I really just want to use it up. And they're almost the same as the color or colors of the year. So here I'm kind of doing the printing in reverse, just because I find it easier to do when I'm working in a canvas journal that is thick as this one. This is basically the only page left in this journal that needs something, and this just made it. So I'm using stencil and more paint. I'm trying to combine the light pink and the light blue and some white, and you can see here I keep adding and taking away paint. I'm not really pleased at first with what I'm getting, but over time, as I play more with the paints and the plate and some more die cuts, I get a result that I find that's not too bad. Now here it's not so bad. I have some heart shapes, but I go and add another layer of paint, which I regret afterwards because it covered up my work from before. So now I'm going back with some white paint. Now I remember to remove the heart die cuts, and I'm gonna make yet again another print, and I go and ruin it all by using that stencil over. Oh, I just kept adding and removing, and I just was not getting the look I wanted. But the thing is, when you're doing this kind of printing, each time will be a surprise. You don't know what you're going to get. So you just have to keep playing with it until you get a result that pleases you. And mind you, here I'm just going for an interesting textural background for this page. On the left hand side, you can see the top part of my cleanup journal, which I just used to clean up my tools, brush off excess paint that I've been using on the stencils and stuff. And those pages are actually the same, in the same colors because they're the leftover paint, and they will make some really neat backgrounds for future art journal pages or other art or craft project. I'm just cleaning off my brush here, and trying to get as much of the wet paint off my tools and onto the journal, just so I waste less. Okay, now I've let this part dry, and I am going to add some more die cuts, because once the paint had dried and kind of soaked up into that canvas beneath it, I felt that the shapes I wanted kind of got lost. So I'm going to add some kind of dryish white paint with some scratches in it and over the die cuts. And when I remove the gel plate or remove the die cuts, now I have some more positive and negative images that I was going for. I take it off to the side, I dry it with a heat gun, and I come back, and there I try to show you, look closer to show you all the textures that came out of all this paint and printing. Using my brand new Tombow coloring pencils, which I really, sincerely, I love these pencils. They're a recycled pencil. The colored lead inside is full, and it's actually glued inside the pencil, so the risk of breakage is minimal. I took a class at CHA in Anaheim last week using these new to me colored pencils, and I was really, really pleased. They're very strong. They're great to work on this kind of rough paint canvas textury surface that I'm using. This is the marker, the dual tip brush marker pens by Tombow. They're a dye ink. They dilute beautifully with just a smidgen of dirty brush water. Yes, it's the brush I was using to spread the white acrylic paint in the beginning. It's not very clean. It was just sitting in the pot of water, and then I used it to drag it through the pink ink, and I really like the effect. I don't think there's a very technical term for this, except that it's Anne's effect. Now with some of the blue that I have, I'm just spreading some ink on a plastic palette, spritzing some water on it, dragging the brush through it, and splattering to add little touches of blue here and there to the very pink background. There's a little pocket there that is like between the two pages. Here I just decided, oh, you know what? I'm just going to add the blue as a contrast. Again, the dye ink Tombow marker. I spritz water. It helps to spread the color, and look how vibrant and bright it comes out. It's really great. It spreads really well on a canvas, and the marker brush tip stays perfect afterwards. I'm really impressed with this. I use a little bit more dry brushing technique with some more of the pink on the rest of the pocket, and I go and dry that off. Okay, now I'm going to add some more details with some more of my Tombow coloring pencils. And these are I don't have a lot of colors right now, but these are the colors that I have that are closest to that light blue and light pink, or Rose Quartz and Serenity colors. And really the Rose Quartz and Serenity are the inspiration for the art this month for the C.A.C, and it's really open, and this is what I thought I would do. I like using any color. I really don't have any issues with any color. I love them all, and I love experimenting, and I really like this challenge of using these colors. Even if they were not part of my regular palette for working, I've learned to love them and to appreciate them. Now I'm just trying to define a frame around the print part by using some more of the coloring pencil. I'm just adding touches here and there, trying to add some volume and like a curve feeling to the heart shapes and the circle shapes. Of course, being so close to February and Valentine's Day coming up, that's where I got the inspiration for the hearts and love. There I'm using a permanent ink marker, a fine tip Sharpie. It seems to be doing okay on all this texture. A good tip is to have like a rag close by so you can brush off the paint that accumulates on the tip of the marker. Otherwise it gets clogged and it's just hard to complete the writing and doodling. And there I added a little bit more details with a black Tombow coloring pencil, just to make it pop a bit. And there I'm showing you that final page I needed to complete in this journal with the little pocket. Yes, these are my Tombow recycled color pencil. So please remember to use the hashtag color of the year art when you wish to see more of these videos that are based on the inspiration brought about by the color of the year from the creative artist collaboration on YouTube. I want to thank all the suppliers who provided products for the making of this, such as Tombow and DecoArt and Gel Press. And of course Plaid. I don't want to forget the little stencil from Plaid, and the Gel Press plate. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I would love a thumbs up, and see you next month.